Let's look at some of the examples of costs that are eligible for capitalization and the costs that are not eligible for capitalization under IAS 16 in respect of property, plant, and equipment. The first one is the employee cost, which are directly attributable for the construction of the assets. You hired labor, you hired laborers basically, and these labor work specifically for the construction of a particular property, plant, and equipment. These directly attributable people for the construction of the assets, which means the relevant cost. These are relevant costs, and these are capitalized. The second point is the cost of preparation of the asset. Now, cost of preparation, I would say, is primarily within the category of condition. We discussed in the second point the condition and the location. There are 2 points that we discuss. It falls under condition. I need the asset in this particular way. So all the condition that you have, all the expenses that you have incurred, I am sorry, all the outflow that you have incurred to bring the asset to a particular condition, that costs are required to be capitalized. The third point is the delivery and handling costs. So delivery cost will fall under the category of location. Suppose I want the asset to be utilized here. So all the costs that you have incurred or the entity have incurred from the factory gate or from the manufacturer to the intended user, these costs are capitalized. The fourth part is the installation and the assembly cost. All the costs that are related to the installation, this will also falls under the category of condition. The fifth point is the professional fee. You have incurred professional fees. You have hired professionals to to install the asset in a particular way. So all those professional fee, including the legal fees as well that has incurred by you for getting the legal title of a particular asset, if it requires a legal registration. So everything will be covered under your professional fee. The sixth cost is the cost of testing. The cost incurred by the entity to test a particular property, plant, and equipment will be covered under IAS 16 and eligible for capitalization. However, it should be net of any gains on such testing. Sorry for my spelling from testing. Suppose I have incurred $100,000 for the cost of testing, and suddenly I have a gain of $110,000 because of the trial runs. Because of the trial runs. Now, what do I need to do? If I get the net amount, it's coming out to be a negative figure, and which is going to reduce the cost of the asset. This is not permissible. If there is a gain, if the offsetting item is a negative figure and it's a gain, then it should go to the profit or loss statement rather than decreasing the cost of the asset. So this is the point one need to take into consideration. Now, let's look into some of the examples which are not eligible for capitalization under IAS 16. The first cost is the administrative cost because these are not a relevant cost. These are not a relevant cost. These costs are unavoidable unless and until we fire them. But these costs are unavoidable. Even if I'm going to purchase an asset or I'm going to construct an asset, I'm still going to incur these administrative expenses. Hence, these are not capitalized. The second part is the cost of opening a new facility. Suppose you've opened a new facility where you have installed some of your equipments. And during the initial phase, the production was only 20% of the total capacity. Then it moved to 30, then it moved to 70, then it moved to 90%. So there is a deficit during the initial periods during which the production was low as compared to what the production could have been. However, These are opportunity cost losses. These are not capitalized under accounting convention and concepts. Hence, these fictitious costs, these are, I'm not going to say fictitious, but these are the opportunity costs which do not have any monetary exchanges, are not eligible for capitalization. The third point is the cost of relocating or reorganizing the expenses. This will also explain this concept, including the staff training, because it's not going to enhance the value of an asset. The value of an asset. Hence, the staff training as well. These costs are not capitalized under IA 16 in respect of property, plant, and equipment.